What's up, everybody? Larry Charles here. Today we're going to do a review of the Alpine ilx-007, the in-dash CarPlay head unit with a touchscreen. It's made from Alpine. It's great. I put it in the car. We're going to test it out. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to give you all the pros, all the cons, why I like it, why I may not like it, and yeah, let's go inside and check it out. So here's what the unit looks like in car installed. As you can see, it's got this nice screen, but how about I turn it on so you can actually see the nice screen with the Alpine startup logo. Now, one of the main reasons why I bought this unit is because it runs off of my Apple iPhone 6. So I get navigation, which is running off of the iPhone. I get music, which is running off the iPhone. I get messages, phone calls, and also Siri integration, all running from the iPhone. I thought that was an incredible feature because if you think about it, why do I want to go home and put MP3s on a CD, then put a CD in the car? And CD is a dying out media anyway, you know? People aren't selling CDs as much as they used to. People aren't using CDs as much as they used to. So I said, if we're going all digital, I want my one phone to basically control everything. My iTunes account puts music on all of my musical devices, and so that led me to want to use CarPlay. Now, some of the cool things about CarPlay is the fact that it is running off the iPhone. I have my contacts stored on my phone, so if I hit my phone button, I can see all of the people who have called me, left messages, and I can even listen to the messages. And when it comes to text messages, the same applies. When I click on text messages, I can see all the people who have texted me. I can respond. I'll just go ahead and show you.
Would you like to hear your unread messages or create a new one? Who would you like to text?
Regina Charles.
Okay, what do you want to say to Regina Charles?
Hey Mom, it's Sunday. I was thinking about you. I love you. I hope you're doing well. Larry.
Your message to Regina Charles says, Hey Mom, it's Sunday. I was thinking about you. I love you. I hope you're doing well, Larry. Ready to send it?
Yes. Another thing why I love this is because when you go into music, probably the main reason why someone will buy it when you go to music. Let's see if I hit play. Bam. Turn it up a little bit so you can hear it. You get this little background for each song, you know, kind of, well, it's going to be hard to see because it's daylight out, but here. So the album background will be behind each song that you see, which is awesome. You know, you get a little bit of a visual with each song that you have playing. Let's play some DMX. Now the touchscreen is awesome. You have buttons here on the screen which run your back, your forward, your play, but then you also have your playlist options on the bottom: repeat, create, shuffle all, and then you have these small buttons that are also a part of the touchscreen interface. So really, I can use this button here to go backwards and forwards the same way that I use these buttons here to go backwards and forwards. I love the touchscreen integration. It's awesome, you know. Make sure you keep your hands clean though. Make sure that you don't dirty up your screen with your Cheeto crumbs. Going to now playing, the same thing as going to music, but the difference is with music, when I go back here, here's where I have fine control over what exactly I would like to hear. My downloads, you know. Another feature that I haven't mentioned yet is you can actually swipe. So much like the phone screen, playlist, I don't have to just hit the buttons for the input. I can actually just swipe. And it works the same way, much like on the phone, if you're used to swiping. Now, a downside of having a lot of songs on your phone is when you're searching for a specific artist. You're like, oh, I'm looking for, I don't know, like I had up there earlier, Kanye West. You're going to have to hit this button a ton of times to get down to Kanye West. And if you even try to swipe, sometimes you might not go as fast as you would like, or you accidentally go into the artist. So, as you can see there, it's a little sensitive, you know. Lastly, there is this feature here where you can just say, oh, Kanye West, K, bam, go to K. Then I start looking for my Kanye songs, and that's great. So, having this unit has been a life change because the unit that I had before was just a CD player and a radio, and it didn't play CDs that well, and you had to make MP3 CDs in a very specific way, and that's only because this was a 2010 Corvette, and that's, I guess, how the head units work then. We just put something on, LaRue, some Kiss and Tell. Boom, it's easy, it's quick. Right back in, go somewhere else, Kevin Gates. Now I'm playing Kevin Gates. And you may have noticed already that I have a wide, I guess, range of interest in music, and that's exactly right. I love all music, so you'll see anything up here. One thing I will say though is this unit is great. I've had nothing but fun with it. I love it. I absolutely love the unit, except for one thing. I found out the hard way that if ever you need to reset your iPhone for any reason, not turn it off and turn it on, but if you go into your settings and you go to general and you have to do a reset, it will erase your CarPlay functionality. I've proven this. I went to the Apple Store. I complained about it. First, I thought the phone was messed up because I had done a reset previously as recommended by Alpine when we first had some trouble installing this unit. And they're like, oh, well, if it's not connecting properly, you should try resetting your phone. So then we reset the phone, and then it didn't work whatsoever at all after that. You know, it lost its ability to integrate with CarPlay. So I went to the Apple Store, I complained, and I told them about this. There we go. So I went to the Apple Store and I complained and I told them about this. I said, you know, CarPlay is the whole reason why I bought the iPhone 6 and why I bought this head unit specifically, because I wanted all of my music, all my messages, all my phone calls to be integrated. I wanted to just grab my device and have everything and never miss a step. Don't have to worry about syncing a whole bunch of different things. So when I reset the phone as recommended by Alpine, that's when I noticed that I couldn't use CarPlay anymore. The Apple Store, they gave me a free phone and then everything worked. Like they replaced my phone. I thought it was great. So then later, I reset my phone again because I was trying to figure out what that issue was. And I found out that it was the reset. When you reset your Apple phone, you erase some file or some driver or something that was necessary for Apple CarPlay and an Apple iPhone to sync and work together properly. So I went back to the Apple Store again. I had them do a hard factory boot reset, which basically wiped everything and then made my phone basically a stock Apple iPhone again. I went back to my car. It worked. CarPlay was there. So then, you know, just making sure that the bug was real, I hit reset on my phone again, plugged it back in, and then CarPlay broke again. So it is 100% confirmed. It worked on an Apple 5 or Apple iPhone 5 and also an iPhone 6 Plus. Both of those devices, after you reset them and you plug in your CarPlay is not going to function. So I don't know where to place that blame. I don't know if that's an Alpine issue. But I'm assuming it's an Apple iPhone issue because the CarPlay worked fine with other people's devices so long as they didn't reset the device. Once you reset the device, you're going to have this problem. I'm hoping that Apple fixes it in the firmware 8.4 because I could be in the middle of nowhere somewhere, my phone's not working, and I have to do a reset to get that to work. Yay, and my phone works again. But now, for wherever I am until I get back home, I absolutely cannot use CarPlay until I get back to my computer and do the restore from the computer. So that's the only downside that I would say that I experienced with this, was driving around for about 2 weeks not knowing that it was reset that caused that issue and trying to figure out what the hell the problem was. But I love the unit. It's fantastic now that I have it fixed. I hope you guys enjoyed this little hands-on review. I'm not a professional reviewer, but you know, I love car modification. I bought the unit. I figured I had it for a month. I would tell you about the unit. And since I'm not affiliated with Apple or Alpine, I can just go ahead and tell you the truth about that bug issue and not worry about my paycheck getting cut. Alpine probably wouldn't want to draw any light to it because they didn't necessarily know if it was their problem or Apple's problem. Apple, for damn sure, probably didn't want anyone to know about that, and they're going to try to fix it. I sent in a bug on the Apple support forums and nobody responded, but they at least know about it. I even told one of my good friends who works at Apple, not the Apple Store, who literally works technology end at Apple in product development, and he is aware of it as well. Hopefully 8.4 or whatever update we get next, we'll have this problem taken care of. Till then, bring it back to the front. I'm Larry Charles. You've been watching Illstreak. Thanks for checking out the review of the Alpine ilx-007, like James Bond. Love it. All right, guys, I'm going to go take this top off. Enjoy the rest of my beautiful day. You all take care. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like Corvettes, cars, and all that kind of stuff.